Hello everybody and welcome back to Magna Carta 2. In this video we will be taking on our third and final trial in the second chamber here in La Strada, the trial of Heroism. And as you can see, it's significantly larger than the first two that we've done, so let's just jump right into it and get it done with.
This is the last one, right? If we beat this one, it's over, right?
Yes, let's try our best.
So for this trial, you get a bit more time to complete it because it is a lot larger. And in this one, I sort of let Zephy just take a beating while I focus on treasure chests. So what I do is I go to the northern forks first, and I collect all the treasures up in the northern part of the map. After that's done, Zephy generally is done with, and I have to restart the trial. Then after that, I go after treasure chests in the southern part of the map. If I'm lucky, I can manage to pull off getting the chests and also being able to save her all in one go. But again, I generally only have enough time to get all of the chests before the trial has to restart. So generally speaking, this trial takes me 3 tries. It's the way I've always done it, and I don't necessarily mind. There are a lot more treasures here, a lot more forks to take, and a lot more management. There are energy balls literally coming from so many different directions and so many different paths that I find it really hard to keep up, to be quite honest. But as I mentioned when we did the first set of trials, there really is no consequence to Zephy getting hit 10 times. The only thing is that you have to restart the trial. And it is a bit of a bummer with this trial because you do have to wait 7 minutes instead of 5, but given the size of it, you have more than enough to do in that time to kind of make it go by quickly. So what I've done here is I've gone to the north and I've collected all of the chests that are in the northern and northwestern sections. And what I'll do now is I'll go back towards Zephy. I will attempt to get any of the energy balls that are nearby, which will hopefully maybe buy me a little bit more time to get a treasure chest or 2 before she is done for. But as you can see, that didn't really work. There were just so many things coming at her all at once that I wasn't able to get back to her in time, but she's okay. She's just a little hurt and tired. And at this point, what you can do is hit the vessel over here to restart the trial. And now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go south and collect all the chests like I had mentioned. There may also be a way to slow these energy balls down by using the vessels in the area. Now I can try doing that because I've honestly never really bothered. I've just, you know, gone ahead and restarted the trial a couple of times, but because I'm recording this, maybe it's worth a try so that I don't have to redo it a 3rd time. So we don't have to keep going with this trial.
I'll freeze you!
Now I think that would be a little bit more useful in the other trials because they are smaller. With this one, I think, you know, maybe it will help, but not so much, just because even if you do go through this process on this side of the map, there's still a whole other side of the map that we're not even able to really get to right now because we're so far away from the northern side of things.
I will protect the princess.
But so far she's only got hit once. So maybe at the very least we're slowing things down. I don't have a lot of confidence that we'll be able to get back to her in time. Now that chest there, the demonic god of all, is a weapon for Rue, and that's actually her final weapon. I do believe that it is a katana, so you'll definitely want to make sure to pick that up. And as soon as we go down this fire side here, I think that's all of the treasures in this area. I'm gonna quickly try to grab this before Zephy meets her demise and I have to start the trial over again. Just need a couple more seconds. And this one here should be our last one, assuming I haven't missed anything. And the determination to surmount is an excellent Kamond. That Kamond will protect you against all status effects. I would definitely recommend using that for the final battle for whichever character you prefer. Now I'm sort of just going to let time run out,
Are you prepared?
because I don't think I'm going to be able to get back to her in time. Because as you can see, there is a large volume
Your attack is
of
monotonous.
energy balls coming her way.
I will protect the princess.
And that's a real shame, because if I had just gotten there a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds even, sooner, I probably would have been able to save her, but there were just so many coming at her all at once, which is a little bit of a shame. So for the third and final time, we will restart this trial. And it looks like slowing those energy balls down was actually not a bad idea. When I did this in practice, just to make sure, you know, that I had gotten all of the chests in the area and whatnot, I really didn't bother with the switches like I normally don't. And I definitely did not have that much time to spare in between the second and third attempt. I'm actually quite surprised that I got that close to Zephy. So maybe if I had gone ahead and hit these vessels in the main room here, all three of them, that would have helped me a lot more. So that's perhaps a strategy that you can use if you really don't want to keep doing this over and over again, is to go ahead and use these vessels to slow down the rate at which the energy balls come in. Now I think once I've done that, I've gone ahead and I've slowed down the balls on the three main paths. This will make it easier for me to just attack them as they funnel in. And as far as I know, using those vessels is only temporary. I don't think that using them once is enough to stop them for good, but it does slow them down pretty extensively for a pretty good period of time. Because as you can see now, the lightning path has been cleared and the balls are only starting to now come through, but that was probably anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds of a grace period in which they weren't coming towards Zephy at all. And what I'll probably do now that I've sort of explained everything about the trial, I've gone ahead, I've gotten all the chests, and I've explained the vessels and whatnot, I'll probably just let the time tick down, most likely cut out the rest of this trial, because all that I'm really going to do now is use the strategy where I'm going to sit here with my weapons drawn and attack the energy balls as they come towards me. And hopefully at the end of it, if I'm quick enough and my team is quick enough, we'll be able to defend Zephy 100% and she won't get hit at all. If you are standing here with your weapons drawn, then she shouldn't get hit. There are enough attackers that they should be able to stop everything coming her way. So I'm going to meet you guys when the trial is actually over. I'm going to wait this period out and then we'll see how I do and continue on to our third break room.
We did it! We passed!
I guess we did. Now, we can leave the second chamber.
Still, we can't let our guard down. Stay sharp, everyone.
And that is that. We are finished with all of the trials that Lestrada has to offer. At this point, there are no more trials. We just have a couple of boss battles left, and we will be done the game for good. So give yourselves a big pat on the back for all of these trials we've had to complete. Mostly just a big pain in the ass and very time consuming, but it does feel pretty rewarding once everything is all said and done, because the commons that you get from the chests are all very good. I would definitely recommend doing your Kamond board and your enhancements before moving on to our next couple of boss battles. We got everybody's final weapons with the exception of Judo at the moment. So take the time to go ahead and equip those if they're better than what you currently have equipped. And we also have gotten a couple of support items for certain characters as well, and those will increase their stats. So you definitely want to think about equipping some of those things. Recommend doing that as well. So save at the pillar and do up all of your equipment and commons and whatnot before continuing on to the next room. We will be doing that in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.